Ivy the Poisonous Mass is the 6th boss in Core Keeper. Currently defeating Ivy is optional, however it is definitely worth doing. Ivy can drop the Poisonous Sickle, which is the best weapon in the game, as well as Ivy's Pants, Ivy's Thorn Harness, and the Toxic Defender. In this video, I'll show you how to find and beat Ivy. Let's get started. First, let's take a look at how to find Ivy the Poisonous Mass. Ivy's going to be located in Azos' Wilderness, which is going to be the green area on the map here. Now, do be mindful, this can be in any direction away from the core. So on your map, it might be north, it might be east, west, south. It can be in any direction. Once you locate that, what you're going to be looking for is 900 blocks away, which on my map is right here. So basically, you're looking at it being a decent way into the wilderness. Now, as a reference, Azios on my map is right here. So if we went over here and looked at about, you're going to see, like, if Azios was on this side right here, how much further it is. So this is probably going to be the hardest boss to find right now because you can't scan for her. So that's how you find her 900 blocks away from the core in the wilderness. Now let's take a look at what she can drop real quick. I have not gotten every unique item she can drop. The unique items she drops are Ivy's Thorn Harness and Pants, as well as Toxic Defender. The Poisonous Sickle she also drops, but you can get that from the Mold Dungeons as well. So the reason you want to get these is because the Thorn Harness specifically, if you have this combined with the Pants or the Ring, is going to give you the critical hit chance after applying poison, which goes super well with the Toxic Defender and the Poisonous Sickle, as well as the Blowpipes. The Toxic Defender is going to be a shield that you're going to have. It's going to reduce the damage taken by 70%. Also has 17 armor and a 24% chance to apply poison when you block. So this can be really useful if you set up a poison build. I'm going to test this out once I get the Pants because I wouldn't recommend using the Ring because the Ring only gives you, I think, 5 range damage or something like that. So what I'm trying to do is get the Pants and the Harness, and then combine that maybe with the Toxic Defender and the Poison Sickle just to see what kind of DPS we can get. For gear, real quick, let's go through that. What I'm going to recommend using is Scarlet Armor, like I normally recommend for the bosses. For my accessories, what I'm going to be using the Swift Feather just because you want to have movement speed. You don't have to use this if you don't have it, that's okay. You could use the Swift Ring, which you can craft at the jewelry table, but since I already have the Swift Feather, I'm going to use that instead. That's going to allow me to use the other accessories over here. I'm going to be using Remedies Necklace. Remedies Necklace, Ivy does drop this, but you can also get it from Poison Slimes. If you set up a Poison Slime farm like I showed in my AFK resources video, you'll get these pretty, I don't want to say frequently, but I've gotten like 4 or 5 of them just from that slime farm. So you can get these fairly easily just by either building the slime farm or by just farming or going through the wilderness looking for poison slimes, which are the purple slimes, and killing them. You'll have a chance of getting it. I'm going to be using the Mold Ring for the plus 13% critical hit chance. You can get this from the Mold Dungeons. And I'm going to be using the Sky Ring, which is going to get plus 7% critical hit chance and 13.5% melee damage. You can get this from Azios, who's the fourth or fifth boss, depending on which order you fight them in. And then for food, real quick, what I'm going to be using is the Hearty Pepper Wrap and the Shiny Mold Cheese. Hearty Pepper Wrap is just heart berries and bomb peppers. I'm using this because it's going to be the plus 20% movement speed for 1 minute. It's also going to increase my max health by 25. I'm using the Shiny Mold Cheese, which you can use by combining the Puffungi and the Golden Larva. This is going to give me an 8% reduced damage taken from bosses. It's also going to give me 5.5% health every second for 23 seconds. Not super worried about that. What I am worried about is the plus 16% critical hit chance for 2 minutes and the plus 4 life on melee hit for 2 minutes. That's going to make the fight a lot easier because we're going to be taking a lot less damage. If you do not have the ability to make the Shiny Mold Cheese, you can make one of the other cheeses. I would recommend doing that because you want the reduced damage from the bosses. I'm going to be using the Guardian's Potion, which is also going to reduce damage from the bosses. These will stack on top of each other, so we'll have like a 24% reduction. You can craft this at the distillery table. I'm going to be using a Stone Skin Potion for the extra armor, and then I'm just going to have healing potions in case I get hit, as well as the Enrage Potion, which is you can make at the regular. You can make the Stone Skin and the Enrage at the alchemy table. You can make the Greater Healing Potion and the Guardian's Potion at the distillery table. The Enrage is going to give me extra melee damage. Healing's just for healing. And then what we're going to be using for the weapon, I'm going to be using the Rune Song. If you don't have the Rune Song, you could use a Scarlet Sword. I'm not going to be using the Poison Sickle because I'm going to assume that you might not have the Poison Sickle at this point because she does drop it, or maybe you haven't gone through Mold Dungeons. If you have the Poison Sickle and you're going to end up, it'll end up doing more damage than the Rune Song just because eating this cheese is going to get us over the 37% critical hit chance, which is going to make the Poisonous Sickle do more damage overall. But we're going to use the Rune Song. The benefit of the Rune Song also is it gives you more health plus the melee. So we're just going to go with that. So let's head on up to Ivy real quick, and then we will jump back in and I'll show you the fight. Okay, I made my way up to Ivy. What I did before I jumped back in was I cleared out the area around here. So there was a lot of walls here. made out of the grass walls here. So I made this giant open area here. It's going to make it much easier to fight her. I also cleaned up all of the ground slime, the poison ground slime that was around, and killed all the poison slimes that I saw around here. So basically the strat's going to be walk in and hit her, and then run down to this area. Now I do have one. We're going to make sure we put our feather on. And I don't remember if I mentioned this or not, but I do. The Remedazing necklace is going to make us immune to poison, so we're going to be able to heal. So what we're going to do is I'm going to pop my foods, drink my potions, and then run in and hit her. And then I'm going to run down here, and basically the strat's going to be just hit her a couple times and then run away. So it should be pretty simple. It's kind of it's a very similar fight to Glurtz the Abominous Mass. The only difference is going to be is she does do an aerial attack where she shoots out poison, the ground slime, and poison slimes can spawn. So let me eat my food real quick so we can get all of our buffs, pop our potions, then run in and hit her. So we're going to hit her, just keep hitting her and running away, and hopefully not take a ton of damage. When she does this, you're going to basically want to just keep hitting her. Now she's going to spawn in the ground slimes. You don't want to get too far away, because otherwise she'll go back to her spawn spot. So basically just kind of kite her around like this. And as you can see, I have all this area around me. We got the Azos ability here. We're not going to get too far away. I don't want to get down all the way down there. And that was the fight. It's as simple as that. If you're geared up, it's not going to be too hard of a fight. So let's kill these poison slimes real quick. And then we will make sure we go in here and grab what we get. What do we got? So unfortunately, this time we didn't get anything unique. We just got some poison slime, which is okay. And then we got ourselves some gold ore. Plus, we can take the chest. So that's how you beat Ivy, the poisonous mass. Once again, it's definitely worth farming her to get those unique pieces. She's currently the only way to get Ivy's pants, Ivy's thorn harness, and the toxic defender. So make sure you definitely go out there and fight her. If you found this video helpful, make sure to click the like button. And here's another video you might enjoy. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.